Okay, so we're going to do a simple but powerful Qigong routine. It can be done any time of the day, but I like doing it in the morning because it really begins to stretch open the body, wake up the body, and then bring fresh new energy or Qi, life force energy, through the body. So we're going to start in a Wuji stance. So that means your feet are about hip width apart, toes are pointing forward. You're going to drop your tailbone a little bit by bending your knees just ever so slightly. Then you're going to imagine that a string is pulling your head up toward the ceiling or to the sky here. So you can have a nice long spine from the top of your head down through your tailbone. Your arms are just relaxed down, your chest is relaxed, maybe tucking in your chin a bit. We take 3 deep breaths here. So you might want to close your eyes and just allow your body to become centered by bringing your breath into your belly, inhaling open, and exhaling the belly back toward the spine. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Bringing any energy that might be circulating around your head or your heart that's erratic. Allowing all that energy to enter the body and just sink down through the earth. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Now we're going to step out a little bit wider, about shoulder width apart, and we're going to just begin to shift our weight from leg to leg, moving the body a little bit, waking up the energy in our body. Good. And then we can add to this by bringing your hip, your rib cage, and your head to one side in that order. So a little bit of a wave here. You will feel this laterally in your spine. This is called moving like a river. An excellent exercise to do any time of the day, just to wake up the body, to stretch open the side of the body, to move the spine, particularly laterally, which we don't do very often. Now we can add hands to this if you want, or arms. And feeling that energy that we're circulating now in and around us, in our body. This Qi, this life force energy that emanates everything. We're also stretching some of the meridian lines, these energy channels in our legs and in our arms. So we have these energy lines that feed the organs of the body and feed the body with fresh Qi and blood. So you can come down, maybe a bit more of a stretch, whatever feels comfortable for you. We can stay up high. We're just moving here, circulating our Qi. Good. We can begin to slow this down. We're going to come to the middle here. And we're going to make our squat into a bit of a horse stance. So you can stay up high. You can sink down a little bit lower if you want. Just making sure your knees are not coming toward your big toe. Move them back toward your little toe and then drop your tailbone down to the ground. So again, creating this nice line of energy. We can bring our hands to prayer. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here, building a little heat. So inhale into your belly. And exhale. Maybe you come down a little bit lower. Inhale. Exhale, making sure the knees haven't crept past the big toe. 1 more big inhale. And exhale. Good, good. Now coming up, we're going to raise our hands up to the ceiling. We're going to let them float down as we step in. So regulating this energy, this Qi, through the body here. Slowly descending our hands. Great. And now we're going to tap a little bit. We'll start this tapping on the lower back. This is the area of the Mingmen, a fundamental area of energy in the body. And then we're going to begin to make our way down our glutes. You can turn this into more of a slap, coming down the back of the knees, back of the calves. This is the urinary bladder channel around the toes, bending your knees as much as you need to. Then coming up the inside of the leg, working with the liver and the kidney meridian energy lines. Good, now work your way down the side of the leg. It's a gallbladder channel to the feet, and then up the front of the legs, spleen and the stomach channels. Then tapping on the hip creases a bit, stimulating our lymph nodes in this area of the body. Good, tapping just below the navel. Good, working your way to your right side where the liver is partially tucked up under the rib cage. Stimulating the liver and the gallbladder, releasing any frustration, anger that can be stored in the liver. Coming across the body to the spleen, underneath the rib cage on the left side. Waking up that energy, releasing any anxiety or worry that the spleen can often carry. Good, and then coming up to your heart, coming up to your sternum area. We're tapping in this area, releasing any of the excess heart energy, any strong emotions, releasing those. Raising one arm in the air, tapping down the underarm, coming down the side of the body to the waist, dropping that arm, tapping along the shoulder, coming down the inside of the arm. This is the yin side, the side that doesn't see the sun. Clapping our hands together, coming up the outside, the yang side, to that shoulder, and then raising the other arm. We're going to tap down the side body here to the waist. We're going to drop that arm, tapping on the shoulder, tapping down the inside. We have the lung and heart and pericardium channels that run down the inside of the arm. Turn that hand over. We're going to be tapping along to stimulate the large intestine, the small intestine energy lines. Coming up behind the head, behind the neck here, tapping on the neck at the occipital ridge where energy can often get stuck, releasing that stuck energy, and coming up to the top of the head here, the point that receives energy from the heavens, and then just tap along the face and the skull here, whatever feels good. If it feels a little sensitive, you might want to work a little bit more on those areas. But we're just releasing excess energy that may be stuck in the acupressure points that we're activating here around our sinuses, our eyes, the mouth, the cheeks, behind the ears, stimulating lymph nodes, below the mouth, the chin. And any one of these exercises you can spend a little bit more time on. It feels good. Coming down the neck, coming down to the collarbone, coming down to the thyroid gland, back to the thymus gland, and then we're going to shake it out. Shake it out, let it go, releasing any stagnant, stuck, old energy so we can fill it up with new chi, new energy, new life force energy. Shake it out, shake it out. You can tap your heels, get a little bit more energy moving through your body. This movement, again, is something you can do any time of the day. If you need an energy boost, this is a great shaking workout that you'll feel better every time you do it. If you bring a smile to your face while you do it, well, it sets the nervous system. It calms down the nervous system so that we have a parasympathetic response, calming the body and releasing stored and stuck emotions and energy. Slow it down. And just let the body relax here. Feel that buzz, feel that tingling, moving through the body. Breathe. Wonderful. Now we're going to move into a flow so we can circulate this energy through our body. Again, getting back in that Wuji stance, just allowing the tailbone to drop a little bit, making sure the head is on, so the head's moving toward the ceiling here. And we also want to close the energy cycle by putting our tongue behind our front teeth. So it closes an energy loop through our body and allows that energy to flow through the body more naturally. So we'll begin with our hands down by our sides, fingers pointing down, and imagine two strings pulling your wrists up toward the ceiling, and your hands just follow along. And then gently release that, hands pointing in front of you, floating down. So we inhale as we come up, and our center of gravity moves up a little bit as we do that. And then we sink as we come down. It's called flying hands or Tai Chi opening. It's a way to open the energy in our body, allowing energy to flow through the body. Again, using our intention to allow that energy to move through the body. Good. One more time, we come up and back down. We'll add to this. So this time, as we come up, we're going to move our hands toward our chest, and then we're going to push out in front of us. And then we're going to bring our hands back toward the center line of the body. And then we're going to push out to the side. And then we're going to bring the hands back and then let them float down again. So this is moving energy in 6 different directions. So inhale, big inhale all the way to the chest. And as if you have a ball of energy, you're pushing away. And then you're grabbing that energy and bringing it back. And then you're separating that energy and you're sending it out to the universe. And then you're receiving energy from the universe back. And then you're allowing that energy to return to the earth. So Qi rises, it moves in, Qi moves out, Qi consolidates, Qi expands, Qi returns, and Qi sinks and recycles. So inhaling up and out and in and out, expand, in and down. Do this 2 more times at your own pace. Shifting our weight a little bit as we move. And as we repeat these movements, the energy just gets stronger, moving through our body, cycling through the body, bringing the body with fresh Qi and blood. Hands return to the earth. At this time, raise your hands to the ceiling, step in a little bit, and let the hands float down. Let's do this 2 more times. So we inhale up. And exhale down, redistributing this energy, integrating it into the body. One more time, up and down. Good. Folding your hands over your lower abdomen. You can keep your feet about hip width apart, or if you want, you can step them right next to each other. We can close our eyes and allow the energy just to move through the body here. Like a pine tree moving in a wind, having strong roots, but flexibility as well. Not trying to control this movement, just allowing the body to rock and sway, to redistribute our energy, our Qi. Turning to the body, energy we can pull from when we need it. Good, and when you're ready, you can step out again. I hope this was an energizing practice for you. I hope it's something you can use on a regular basis to give you a boost of energy that will last you throughout the day.